Nice. I can actually hear myself. My name's, like I said, Digital Shokunin. I'm giving this talk for old Greg. He couldn't be here tonight. The funk has a cold, so. Yeah, so he asked me to be here. And so, yeah, to sort of talk about what this talk's about, I have to sort of talk about how this talk came to be. A while back, I was training on Southeastern Asian nation, because America, and I found a site, and the site had a lot of interesting things going on there. But one of the more interesting things that had was a unprotected PHP uploader script. And so it allowed anyone basically to upload any kind of file to a directory on the server, which apparently people thought this was like elite hack. And so everyone across the world had uploaded their defacement page apparently to this server. And so what I got was like the most amazing collection of just, I don't know what to call it, you'll see in a minute. But I started to notice patterns, and I was eventually just led into this talk when they said they needed talks, and literally from conception to writing the synopsis, it was like a span of 5 minutes with the fail guys. And so, yeah, I was amazed this talk was accepted, and then I was like, crap, I have to write a talk now. This is also my first talk ever given at the con, so if I screw up too much, I will just defer to the Australian guy over there. Nice. Thank you. So like I said, if I totally bomb, I'll just get the Australian guy to come up here and explain what Goon of Fortune is, and if there's time, maybe he can do that anyway, because I just want to put him on the spot. But yeah. Plus, Goon of Fortune's amazing Australian tradition. Maybe something people want to bring here. So, center a holiday around it, whatever. So, how to design your own You Got Hacked page, aka defacement page. So, first to get to the boring part, defacement pages. Basically, you can summarize these things to be the digital graffiti of the internet. They have so many parallels between the two. So many so that really, defacement pages are nothing new in the span of human history. I mean, half the defacement pages probably have the same content: screw Windows, Linux, fuck you, whatever. So yeah, so to go back to sort of just where do I happen to my? There we go. The concept. Actually, my first talk, I don't know how to mount a. If you know the Celebrity Jeopardy reference, kudos to you. The SNL Celebrity Jeopardy, not the actual Celebrity Jeopardy. Of like graffiti and sort of see where it came from, originated. So yeah, I'm going to go through notable defacements throughout history. So graffiti goes back to as far as ancient Egypt and on like. They go through these archaeological sites and they find graffiti that obviously wasn't meant to be there to begin with. Here we can find a couple of examples where this is a cartoonish caricature of a politician. And on the other side is basically what could best be described as what you'd find in a bathroom at a Walmart or something. It basically said so-and-so had sex with so-and-so's wife at this spot. So, yeah, Pompeii is like a treasure trove of ancient graffiti. There's a lot of penises everywhere, declarations of sexual prowess, things like that. So what I'm getting at here is nothing's really changed since then. Also interesting to note is a lot of, it's vandalism. Well, we actually get the term vandalism from a Germanic tribe called the Vandals, not the punk band, an actual Germanic tribe. They got their name from the same thing. Their whole thing was they would go in and sack a Roman town and just tear shit up. And so, yeah, not unlike some hackers that just deface pages. Just interesting. So now and then later on that it's evolved today to what we have is the modern day graffiti, where you have people, spray painting everything for every reason. You have everyone for doing Banksy. excuse me, I'm losing my place here. Yeah, you have like, my notes aren't showing up for some reason. You have Banksy doing political statements. You have people just saying, hey, I was here, whatever. It's usually bragging, whatever, that kind of thing. So, like I said, my notes aren't showing up. I'm gonna have to wing it. I guess I should have studied some more. So, basically the evolution of modern day graffiti, as it stands, is it started out in around the 60s or 70s. A jazz musician called something, he was called the Bird or something, or Birdman, I can't remember, not the movie. And so, yeah, exactly. Demo gods are not being kind to me. It started out with people putting bird lives all over New York City, eventually evolved into people tagging things. The graffiti movement really hit its height in the 70s, and that's where I get into this part, where there was a train going through the Bronx, and it was above ground, and so graffiti artists would basically target these trains. The reason being is everyone got to see it. It like toured through town, like you just spray paint it, and like everyone got to see it. And then it became a whole thing where, you know, the more interesting places you got to tag, the harder the place was to tag, the more bragging rights you got, the tagger got. It's like, hey, I tagged this spot. It was really hard to get to, kind of like almost like a physical pen test of a place. So it's sort of like, like I said, there's a lot of parallels between that and modern day defacement pages, getting into websites and defacing it and then bragging about it. So defacement pages themselves, how did they evolve? Or devolve, rather, as we'll get into. They started out with the very early hacks. This is the Department of Justice. Their site got hacked back in, I tell you, I think it's like 96, but my note's not there. And then later on, the CIA page got hacked. Was it like with links to porn sites, apparently, and all sorts of, you know, interesting things that make fun of the CIA. What's that? There's always been porn, yeah. It started as ASCII art, apparently, and then, you know, evolved from there. That's a different talk, though. So, yeah, exactly. Then in the later 90s, everyone remembers this. I actually sadly remember owning the bumper sticker for this, and I'm probably, it's kind of like having I guess these days it's the equivalent of bell bottoms. But yeah, Kevin, a lot of people hacked sites and just plastered free Kevin everywhere. So I brought this up because there's not really, you talk about, there were a lot of famous graffiti artists in Brooklyn and New York, and you know, everyone knows about, or if you've ever seen Exit Through the Gift Shop, the Banksy documentary, or if you haven't, you should, it's pretty interesting. But Banksy's like kind of he's turned sort of graffiti into a form of art. Haven't really seen that with defacement pages yet. So yeah, it's almost the opposite, and we'll get into that. So what I did get is, and kudos to Shodan for recently, they just like they knew I was doing this talk, they put up a blog post about scanning sites that have gotten hacked and finding out like, the handles of these guys that are hacking the sites. And so I don't know if you count this as notoriety, but basically these are the guys that have hacked the most sites, the top more or less from everything they've ever inventoried. And I could cover the last decade. There are so many that I would just be here all night. I'd just like to point out the SCO site, because that's just awesome. You have LulzSec everywhere. The Aaron Swartz, when they hacked MIT after Aaron Swartz's death. And of course, the more recent attacks by the Syrian Electronic Army. So yeah, you can, these sites right here are interesting enough. They keep sort of an inventory of what sites got hacked, the defacement pages, and have sort of mirror clones of the sites, not unlike the site I found. So that gets me into defacement design, the interesting part of the talk. So I want to talk about the server I found. You've ever seen like a back alley where there's just tons of graffiti because no one really gives a crap. It's not really publicly viewed. This is kind of what that alley was. It's just, at best this is like every graffiti artist came in here, all the terrible ones found this one spot to spray paint all their crap. So what I'm going to do is take all the things that I've learned from looking at the defacement pages and turn it into a design guide for writing your own defacement page so you can just be as lead as them. If you ever written a GeoCities page in HTML 1.0 with animated GIFs, yeah, see, there you go. You're good, because, yeah, you'll see in a minute. So the first point I was going to bring up was animated GIFs. I just mentioned it. Put them everywhere on your site. Just any as you can get, you want animated GIFs. Borders, GIFs everywhere. GIFs. Sorry, I have a friend never mind. We'll get in an argument. I actually used to say GIFs until the guy who did the electronics talk got on me about it in the English language. I don't know, it's a weird thing. Yeah. I should have put the comic up about, this is sort of a tangent, but there's a comic on the internet where in the last days they will come and get you, and you only have to answer one question. It's like, pronounce this word, it just says GIF, and they're like, if they say GIF, they're free to go. If they say GIF, they're taken, but at least they have their dignity or something. So yeah, more GIFs, like I said. Remember these? Spinning GIFs, you need to have spinning GIFs. Flashy GIFs, sparkles. Hacked by, I don't know how to pronounce that, Abicool, something in SR team. And the backgrounds, you also make sure you have like, I don't know if you can see the blinking stars in the background, those are just beautiful. Like looking into a real sky. Also, just stick it to the man and just host your GIFs on a site that disallows hot linking. You can see them at least because they're cached on your web browser, but it doesn't matter, you know. Just, I don't know, for some reason, just keep going with that. Doesn't matter. Just hot link like crazy. Next step, have a social media presence on your defacement page. You want the admin maybe the admin will like your page, you never know. You have a Facebook page for your hacker identity. Maybe you should go do that. That helps the feds congratulate you on your achievement. Make sure they can find it. Like the more interesting ways you can put it there. Like make sure it's there so they can see it. Yeah. Just so sad. Legal disclaimers. You're not going to be able to read this, so I'm going to come up here and read it for you. It says clear, I'm from Indonesia, I am not a hacker. They'll understand. I'm not a hacker. It's just like, I just put this shit on your site you didn't ask me to put there, but I'm not a hacker, so don't arrest me. Just, that's an instant disclaimer. I'm pretty sure the feds will understand, or whoever, the admin won't be pissed at all. It's like, oh, he's not a hacker, it's fine. Fine. In fact, leave a message for admin. Just like ask how his day is going. Maybe he's obviously having a bad day. Let him know that you care. In fact, if you want, you can advertise your professional skills. Just, there you go. I don't know if you see. Find me to develop your fucking security. I'd hire that guy. I don't know about you, but security, yeah. What's it? Oh, nice, yeah. I also wrote the bingo card. I was going to release that, but yeah, that came up. Oh, gosh. And then, you know, if just in case he doubts you, just declare that you're a professional right there. And, yeah, and you can tell because he has a Facebook like button right there. That's how you can tell. What's that? White shadow / professional. I don't know. Rooted by. Yeah. And he has like says UID 0 root. What he didn't get root. That's hilarious. How much? Like we got root on your server. No, you didn't. Yeah. Oh yeah. This is the best part. Okay. So also, you know, declare yourself as anonymous. They won't know who you are because you said you were anonymous. Never mind you put your name up here. They'll just go, oh, he's anonymous. Don't know who he is. Apparently, you know, most of these guys, English is their second language. Maybe they don't really know what that means. We are anonymous. Yeah, owned by Masi. There's more examples of this. So many people are anonymous. Also, you was talking about GIFs earlier. Better yet, make it a GIF of them hacking into your server right now, because it'll just terrify the admin guy. It's just like, oh my God, this guy's hacking into my computer right now. I can see it right there. So terminal screens. If you see it in the more it looks like a Hollywood movie, the better. Or terminal screens. Enhanced. Oh, this guy's using backtrack. Dangerous. See what this one is. Hacked by Evil Cat. Yeah, there's logging in right now, obviously. Yeah, he's hacking our firewall. Shut it down. Think of alternative uses for your Facebook page. Maybe you want to like wish a friend a happy birthday. Nothing says happy birthday like, hey, I hacked this site for you. I mean, I'm kind of moist right now just looking at that. If I was Mothia, I'd just, you know, that's just, yeah, exactly. It's the same thing, you know. Will you marry me? I mean, I'm just waiting for the Facebook page to propose. I think I might have that now, later on, like, full of spoilers. Make sure you have lots of GIFs of hearts. If you're trying to like woo a woman, wait for it. That's, aww. I'm going to read this out loud for you. For you, Anissa Rama. Hey, Ramu, some other nonsense. I don't know who Anissa is, but she's a lady. Like, he even drew a picture of her. That's not creepy, that's just romantic. Skipping ahead. If you have a celebrity, dedicate it to it. I mean, how else will you get their attention? A Japanese idol, as best I can tell, or Korean idol, something like that. Well, yeah, I mean, dedicate it to your favorite celebrity, you know. Scarlett Johansson, she doesn't get enough attention. Blink all the things. If your site is not seizure-inducing, you're not trying hard enough. Blink tags, remember those from the 90s? They're coming back. They're there. Just if you're gonna like flash them, you just use GIFs. I mean, make sure there's a lot going on. Custom mouse tags, or I just play with this for hours. I was playing Besiege. I don't know if you ever played that game, but then I just found that, so I just kept whipping this around, you know. I don't know why. Rainbows. So pretty. You know, see the rainbows? So many colors. Oh, what did I do? Can't see what's actually on there. Oh, that's what it was. Yes. This guy has a one wolf moon. I mean, I got 3 eagles on here at least. I mean, I think there's some more on here. I just lost count at one point. But you don't use 3 Wolf Moon because the NSA will be on you. You'll be a national security threat at that point. It's too powerful. Go for simplicity. I don't know, you can't really see it, but it just says Ollie right there in the corner. Simple. Keep it minimalist. You can go the opposite direction, basically. Just Ollie. Revenue model. Consider a revenue model for your for your defacement page. Just put some ads there. There you go. LG. This page is sponsored by LG. Fuck to you. Is that what it says? Yeah. Oh, this one. This is amazing. You see all those guys in Guy Fawkes? They obviously. There you go. Tribal Wars 2. That many guys in Guy Fawkes masks can't be wrong. I started playing that just because of that. Not really, no. Music. Put some background music to your page. This is actually a video that was like the center of the defacement page. So I just put that in there. You can tell he's an elite hacksaw. In fact, he's an epic hacker because you can tell by the epic music he puts in the background here. Let's see if I can actually get the volume up on this. Nope, that's as high as it goes. Okay. If you're going to play music, serenade them with the song of your people. Wait for this. We'll start playing this. Oh, maybe the. Yeah, it was working. There it goes. This is really catchy too. See if we can turn the audio up on the computer. Just rock out to this. There we go. Play that at the after party later. Even though it probably says something like destroy the infidel somewhere in there, I just can't do it. But you can go back down now. Or I can just go to the next slide, that's easier. Yeah, the funnier part, just an anecdote, was how many cyber jihadists, conservative Muslims, use Eminem for their background music. But we've all heard Eminem, so I was just like, make sure in your defacement page you thank everyone. You know, this is a momentous achievement in your life. So, you know, just thank all your friends. What's this one? I think this one had, to my friends, all members of the cyber monitoring, basically everybody. I mean, you should have linked his Facebook list there, just everybody here. Thank your computer. Whoa. I can't see it. But yeah, he's like, this guy's literally thanking his laptop or his computer right there. You know, thank inanimate objects, thank LAMP, thank your 6th grade computer applications teacher. If not for those people being such a cornerstone in your life, you wouldn't have made this achievement. And that's pretty much it. I just wanted to go through those and show everybody some of that. So yeah, now you hopefully have enough to write your own page and put it all over the internet.
Oh, are you playing those games? What games?
Whoa.
Those love games?
Demo failure. Spoilers. Let me go. Whoa. Go over here.
Oh, are you playing
there we
those
go.
games?
Oh, my presentation got hacked.
Those love games?
Oh man.
Yeah.
There, get me.
Oh, you got the phone.
He designed some pretty good page though. Look at that.
Are you playing those love games?
He's got it. Oh, you know, I skipped that whole part. There was another page, I must have skipped past the slide where you take your own selfie and put it up there. There was a couple of guys that had selfies on their defacement page. But yeah. There we go. GIFs. Hot links. Oh yeah, religious statements. Those are popular. Political statements. Australia, that's also, yeah. No one's going to miss that like button. Make sure to follow us on Twitter. And that's going to take a while. I basically copy and pasted the entire Lord of the Rings Extended Edition credits into there, so more or less. So yeah, that's it.